ended. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bears and the Rams. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they can earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
From SoFi Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Fields on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, Burma?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, it's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Fields throwing again. And his pass incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
A seasoned veteran. We're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Stafford on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. On the move to his left. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Stafford to his number 1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
Again, it's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll run with Holmes.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get Zone all loose.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll run. This is Holmes. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That complete to the former Bear, Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Holmes. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. A run now with Holmes. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Holmes. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down at Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down. Holmes. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now it's Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They run over center with Charles, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, open man, here's Hamilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing again is Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the first. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
To the air again, Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home. Derrick Henry, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. We'll stay in the AFC South as we make the trip to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Tom Brady, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 21-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a yard.
Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, No timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here's Fields.
Buying time to his left. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Herbert.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
He'll try again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Fields.
Touchdown Bears! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 13-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 41, Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up the 3rd down and 2.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Holmes. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He'll get it inside the 20. Gets past one man.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Here's Fields. And again, back to Kmet.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They run it. It's Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Holmes. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Holmes. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
The city always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for LA, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.